what? The oldest one is no more than maybe 18, and we rushed to the west part of town, and there was a liquor store there where they were having fights and everything, and we just went in there and started fighting with whoever's in front of us, and then the police came, the Agate police and police from not Sinahanya, from there was a little mountain town about 5 miles away. The police from there came. What the hell is the name of that place? Anyway, and we started fighting, and they were rounding up the Marines and the Navy. They round up a part of our gang. Maybe 3 or 4 of them were picked up by the police, and I rush out of. 2 or 3 of us rush out of there to fight, and I went through this one house. I mean, I just pushed the door open, and I was stepping on the people there that owns the house trying to get out of there. I mean, I went right in there, just broke and enter, you know. And then I went out the back way, and I went out to the ocean, because right by the beach, you know. I went out to the ocean. I was up like this, out in the ocean, and they had searchlight looking, because they know I was out there. Searchlight looking for me and everything. There was another guy with me. I can't remember who, but they never did find us.
You had to go home though.
Oh yeah,
They
but
got
I
you
didn't
home,
get home till maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Mom and Pop were asleep, so they don't know. They don't know when I come or when I go.
But the police didn't come to your house?
I don't
looking for
know.
you? Okay.
But if they did, they didn't find me there. That was bad, really bad.
How tall were you then?
Maybe 5'8", 9. I was fairly tall. Because when I joined the Air Force, I know I was 5'11".
Yeah.
And the doctor said, you know, especially with your back and everything, but you do shrink as you grow older.
Oh, yeah.
Because Dr. Williams, my Clyde Williams,
know.
my pulmonologist, he said he was 6'1" when he went to medical school and everything. And now, DeTorres, you're taller than I am. I'm only 6'8".
5'8".
Or 5'8", yeah. Says you do shrink.
Okay,
So-
so where are we gonna pick up now?
Well, I've been recording this, so
Oh, you're recording this?
I just started from when you said you were heading out to go fighting, because
Well,
you'd heard
let's-
about fights going on.
Let's,
But I got a lot of stuff,
yeah, let's go
but
back.
let's take a break.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, Dad. I don't want to overdo it. So we will be back.
One thing about my gang. Because,
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
when we're good, and when we're not in trouble, everything, the bunch of us get together, and we ran 10 miles to the Naval Air Base, a naval station there. Agate Naval Air Station or something, about 8 to 10 miles. We run, all of us running. Anybody that stopped running and just walk, we beat the heck out of them. So we run when we're good, and we go to the movie there, you know, outdoor movies, or we watch boxing, because the Navy put out boxing and all that stuff, and that's when we're good. But one thing about my gang, we don't go out getting drunk or anything. Really, we don't. We have beer that we stole, or tuba, but none of us smoke. Not a one. We do not smoke. The only people that smoke is probably me and a couple of my cousins, and we smoke those banana leaves that are dried up. But none of them smoke. We were in good shape. We go out in the ocean, we swim and all that. And once we had that big tragedy. We get hand grenades and all that we picked up from the war. And we go out fishing, for example. And we bring hand grenades with us, because the fish that we caught, we give it to people there. And we went out one Sunday. It was a Sunday. Decided to go fishing. And we had hand grenades. And we would see a school of fish. We'll pull the pin and through it, and boom, and we pick up all the fish we won. Except this one time, I wish I could remember what his name was. But anyway, so the school of fish, and he pulled out the pin to throw it, and this wave came. Oh, and this guy, he couldn't get rid of the hand grenade, and it blew him out, and all the fish. But we didn't stop fishing with hand grenade. We still do it, but that was a big tragedy. We had a moratorium of fishing, you know. But boy, that was bad. One time we were
Was Grandpa a fisherman?
no. Joe
Being
Guevara.
in the Navy?
No, he doesn't fish. But Joe, he farmed. He loved to farm. But Joe Guevara was a fisherman. My sister's husband. He goes up fishing, and he get this big old, I don't know,
Net?
not net, but like a hook, but big.
Spear?
Huh?
Spear like that?
No, it's like a rope, some sort of a special deal, and you'll go to the pier, the end of the pier, and fish there. And he had this big bite. I know he did. And he was pulling it in, and he had this big fish, sturgeon, except only half a fish. What happened was a big shark bit off half of that sturgeon. Sturgeon's strong. What he brought in was over 6 foot, the head and part of the body. Well, anyway, I joined the scout. that was ridiculous, because one of the guys that look up to me all the time, he wasn't part of our gang. He was his name is Roki. I don't know his last name, but his first name was Roki. And always coming to me trying to teach him how to box. And but he joined the scout. He was he was a scout through and through. He earned Eagle Scout and all that stuff, you know. And he asked me, "Why don't you join the scout and all that? You get Eagle in no time." I said, "Okay." I never get past kindergarten. Tenderfoot. Never did. Anyway, I joined the scout and everything, and we were out one time fishing. The scout, we were out fishing, and the way we fish is we have spears, no net, just spears and all that stuff. And I go out there with no spears, except I'll see a fish. And I'll follow it for a while, and then the fish goes under the rock, you know, out there, crevice and all that. And I stick my hand in there, and I caught big fish from under there. Except this one time, I saw this fish swim in, and I start trying to catch it this way, and a daggone eel, sea snake, caught me right on my finger, and I still got the damn scar. And took my whole finger off, the skin, except the bone. Everything. And I was bleeding something terrible. Went in the beach, and the scout put some salve and everything and wrap it up and everything. And in 15 minutes I was out there shadow boxing with those guys. And I start, going lightheaded and all that stuff. I thought it was going to pass, and they rushed me to the dispensary. We don't have any hospital except in Naganya and up in Tamuning. And they rushed me to the dispensary, and says, "You're going to lose that finger. You're going to die." Says, "You lost too much blood. You should have come here. You were out there boxing." Well, anyway, they did something to it. Everything was fine. Then one time, I was playing baseball, not hardball, softball, and I was the catcher. and catching ball and everything, and the pitch was too high, and you know your glove here and your right hand. If you're right-handed, your glove is always in the left. And one of the pitch was a wild pitch. It was too high, and I jump up to catch it, and he hit me right there and broke that finger. I mean, went just like that. And I said, let's take you to the hospital up in Tamuning. That's where Jesse worked, going to school to be a doctor, medical school. And my brother Keen was a corpsman there. He worked as a corpsman. I said, no, we'll go up there after the game. They wrapped this thing out and they finished the ball game. But they took me up there. And when I went up there, I was sick to my stomach. People who had car accident were in baskets, you know, the bodies and all that. I was sick. And all that. And this Guamanian, I mean, they get in the car and they kill themselves. So Joaquin says, come on, I'll take care of you. And went in there and he said, well, let me sew it up. And he was a good corpsman. He was going to sew this up because it was hanging. He says, no, just tape it. I said, no, you got to sew it. We got to sew it. I said, no, I don't want it sewn. So he put some medicine, salve and all that stuff, and put a splinter like this underneath and tape it up. And it heals good, but he could still see it right there and right there. But that was the only broken part of my body until I broke my fifth cervical in Korea in '52.
Well, when you were a kid, I think this was probably before the Japanese War, but you and your mom were the fishermen of the family, you told us.
Yep, every
So
day.
tell us about that and how you fished and where you fished. And
Same way I do it. Take my hand and get it like that.
But you would wade out into the ocean.
Yeah, way out there, and there's a breakwater. We're 1,000 feet down, you know, but we don't go there. We fish where the tide, you know, we hit the surf,
Right.
and then come in. That's how we fish. And Mom will have a net, and she'll catch fish that way. But mine, I will, when I see a fish, or even if I don't see a fish, and I see a crevice, I start. That's how I fish it. We catch a lot of fish, both during peacetime, during Japanese time, and well, we don't fish after the American came back.
Why?